Hello, good day. In this session, let's take a look at the spreadsheets concept using the May June 2022 paper. At that point of time, it was called as data analysis and website authoring, and it was not spreadsheets. But anyways, in spreadsheets also we are doing data analysis only. So let's just jump right in. We should have the following supporting files. I do have that. I'll just show you here. All the supporting files that we require are here. Moving ahead, task 1 evidence document, create a new word process document. Always remember for paper 3.1, that is our paper 3, the spreadsheets paper and website authoring paper, you will be the one creating the evidence document, not like your first paper 2.1. Okay, so let's create a word process document. We have to make sure our name, sender number, candidate number should appear on all the pages. We have to save this evidence document in the work area. Work area means the area where you're taking the supporting files from. Keep that in your mind. We have to name it as work areas J2232 evidence followed by a sender number, candidate number, and then we are going to use this document to place the screenshots. So let me just do that step. I'll open Word, and there you go. I'm going to make sure I have the header, which is going to be my name, center number, and candidate number. Followed by that, I should save this document. See, it should appear on all page. It can be either in the footer or the header, since they have not mentioned where. I should save it as J2232 evidence underscore. So let me save it as file, save as, let me browse, let me place it in this place where my supporting files are. Here is where 2232 evidence underscore center number underscore candidate number, and it's a Word document only. I've saved it. Let me keep this minimized. Followed by that, let me jump into the spreadsheet concept. You are going to please make sure these four lines or any type of lines that are there in the beginning of the spreadsheets, you are missing to read them. They are showcasing a little bit of important information in there. Like you see, you are going to create a spreadsheet for Tawara Wildlife Trust to display data about funding. So this is basically about funding. So it's there are going to be data about money. So understand that when money is involved, obviously you should know the currency type. Okay, what currency you are going to set it to. Okay, that should come into your mind. Or if they're going to talk about speed, you should know that it is going to be kilometers, meters. Okay, or they're going to talk about quantity. It may be liters, it may be kgs. So reading about this will give you insight about those kind of things as well. The amount of each project is paid in the local currency. Tawara Wildlife Records and Finances, again in Tawara dollars, so it's going to be dollars. So each cost must be converted into this currency. It should all of them should be dollars only, and it should be only till 2 decimal places. So after you do all the calculations, you have to format it in such a way all the currency values are shown in dollars with maximum up to 2 decimal places only. So do not edit the data files provided unless instructed to do so. So the data files that they're telling is the files that you're going to use for vlookups, those you will not edit. So they're asking me to open 3 files: cost, currency, and project in spreadsheet package. They're asking me to open and examine. Examine is just observing how it looks. Then place in the J2232 cost files, left aligned in the header. Okay, I think cost file, this is the file that you're going to work on, and the rest 2 files are just there for you to take the values. So let's open the cost file. In the cost file, they are mentioning left aligned header. First left align, they are telling. On the header also they are telling 2 things: name, sender number, candidate number. And on the right alignment, they are telling me automated file name and file path. It should come. Save the spreadsheet as cost underscore your center number, candidate number. So let's do that step. Let me open the cost file. I'll open this with spreadsheet package. There I have. The first thing that we do after opening any spreadsheet package is to select the data and double click so that I'm able to see all the data completely visible without nothing hidden. Now here they are telling me I have to add header, left alignment, and in the header, left aligned, my name, center number, candidate number, and on the header, right aligned is going to be automated page number, automated file name, and automated file path. Okay, so let's do that. I should go for that. I can go to the view. I can go to the page layout view, and you see here, I have the header. Right, left aligned is going to be my name, center number, and candidate number, and right aligned is going to be my automated file name and automated file path. Just press here. If by mistake you go here in this position, you don't have to worry. You can just come here where you want to add stuff and go to the header and footer. Automated file name I will add. Have they mentioned automated file name and automated file path? So what I'll give is and file path. I'll give something like that. After that, let me go back to my normal view. Okay, I have to come out of this to go back to my normal view. Okay, now I've added automated file name and file path. The first step is done. First step, only saving is yet to happen. Save the spreadsheet with the file name, cost, followed by your center number, candidate number. Very, very simple. File, save as, in the same place where the other files are. I will save it as cost, center number underscore candidate number. It should be an Excel file. Do not forget to change this, please. Let's save it. Now my work, first step is done. 3 marks done, over. Next, enter a formula in C5 to look up the project name using the project code for the value and the external file for the array. So here is where my second CSV file comes into picture. First, let's go see what is this C file. C5 is nothing but here. I want to look for the project name. Understand first thing what you want to look for. I want to look for what here? I am going to look for project name. Okay, from where am I going to look for? I am going to use my project code. I want to find project name. I want to find project name using project code. My project code is going to be the key for me. From where am I going to look at? The project file. So you have to understand what am I looking for, using what I am going to find it out, and what file I am going to get it from. You should know these three things. So let's go. Let's open the projects. There you go. I have the project file. So I'm just making sure I pull them and it is visible properly for you guys. Now I'm going to look for project name using my project code. So using the project code, I'm looking for something that is to the right. So I can only look for the right values from my using my vlookup formula. If I'm going to look for something to the left, I can't use vlookup at all. So for now, we are going to use vlookup only because I am going to look for project name using this. So this is the key using which I'm going to find the project name, which means this is to the left. Sorry, this is to the right. So let me go back. I am going to write a formula here equal to vlookup. After doing that, why don't you try opening, sorry, after writing the formula, try pressing on the FX so that opens and makes your life easy. I'm going to look up for what? I'm going to look up for my project code. I'm going to look up from where? I'm going to look up from projects file. So I will select this. Okay. Column index number. In this file, I'm going to look up for project name, right? Since they have told column index number, you're going to put the number of that column, which is number 2, and the range lookup has to be 0. It has to exactly match. 1 means approximate match. This is exact match, so 0. And I'll give, okay, there you go. You see, if the project code is going to be T1, the project name is going to be elephant orange, correct? No? Yeah. After that step, let's continue. Here is where the trick starts. I am going to enter a formula and cell G5 to display the ISO of the currency for the country displayed in cell D5. So I want to find ISO using using this country displayed in C5. So the country is going to be my lookup value. I'm going to use country to find ISO using the currency file this time. So I'm going to find what? ISO. I'm going to use what? Country. From which file? Currency. I have to write the formula here for local currency ISO in G5. This is G5. So I'm going to write the formula here. From which file? Let's open the currency file and take a look at how it looks. Let me open the currency file. There you go. As usual, let me just use this. Now here I am going to find what? I want to find ISO. I am going to find ISO using what? I am going to find ISO using country. Previously for the project looking up, we used vlookup because my project code was in the left and I'm going to look for the right side value. But here you see country is here and I'm going to look for the left side value. You can't use vlookup when you want to find something that is to the left of it. So that is where we bring into picture something called as index and match, or we simply have a formula called as lookup, just lookup. Let's try the lookup formula first. Very simple, just like how you have vlookup, hlookup, xlookup, there's simply a lookup formula alone. Let's try that. Lookup. Let me open the FX so the formula comes into picture. Yes, I am going to look up for country from this file and Lookup vector. Array means the whole file document. Vector means the one that you're looking up, the country you're looking up here, right? I want the vector there, that particular column alone. So I'm going to currency and I'm choosing only the country. Okay, and then the result vector. After finding out these both, I want the result what from this country. I want to find the ISO. So I'm going to choose ISO. And then give. There you go. You got the currency, local currencies ISO based on the country from the currency file. Now really simple, right? This is, let's move on to the next step. Enter a formula in cell H5 to calculate the cost in Tawara dollars by dividing the value in the cost in local currency column by the exchange rate. So you see, I am going to calculate by dividing something from something. So cost in local currency, okay, in column by exchange rate using the external file. So currency.csv. So if you see, the exchange rate is here. Exchange rate is here. So I am going to divide my low cost in local currency by that. So first let me write. I have the first top, the dividend, right? It's there. Divided by, I'm going to look up for the value. Now you see, I'm going to look up for the value using my what? Using my local currency ISO. I am going to use the local currency ISO to look up for the value. So where is local currency ISO here? The local currency ISO is here. And I'm going to look up for the exchange rate, which is to the right. So obviously that will work. So let me type vlookup. And lookup value is going to be my local currency ISO, followed by the table array is going to be this, followed by that column index number is going to be 1, 2, 3 and 4, followed by that it should be a exact match. There you go. I got the cost in Tawara dollars. Now that I got that, I can move ahead, replicate the formula, enter in steps 2, 3 and 4. Very simple. I just have to replicate, which is making sure I pull this button down to the notch. Got it? Merge cells A1 to H1. After this, it's going to be pretty easy for you. Only formatting is going to be there. Merge cells A1 to H1. So A1 to H1 is here. I will merge. Then insert a new row between 3 and 4 and a new row between 1 and 2. So between 1 and 2, I need to insert a row. Okay, it's getting added on the top. Then I'll add it here. Between 3 and 4, they want me to insert a row. So I'm going to get just added here. I've done that. Followed by that, insert a format the rows 1 to 6 to look like this. So it should look like this. First of all, notice that this is black background highlighted with black color with white color font, and it's a little bit bigger than what they have shown here. So let me just change to black. Sorry, I should change this to black and I should change this to white. I should make sure it is big enough. I've done that. Followed by that, you see the second column is a little bit like hidden. Then Jan, March, date, project, first quarter, all of this is in bold. So let me select all this. I just press like hold on to the control button, and then you can make all of them bold. Followed by that, I have project code in the next line, something like this, and I see all of them are center line. That also I'll make sure it is center line. And then country, order number, cost in local currency alone goes down. Local currency ISO, cost in Tawara dollars, where I think cost in is in one line, Tawara is in one line, and dollars is in one line. If that is the case, even local currency ISO are going to be split. So this is how my this data looks. It is also, if you notice, it is also in the middle alignment. That also you should notice, because project name, project code and all is in the middle alignment. So I think I formatted accordingly. Apply appropriate formatting to the value stored in column H. Appropriate formatting. Now you understand which is H. This is H. H is what? Cost. They have very clearly mentioned in the beginning of the question paper, before any instruction starts. All of them are going to be in dollars in 2 decimal places. So that is what they're asking me to do here also. I will select everything. I'll make sure they are in currency, dollars, and it should be in 2 decimal places only. All of them should be in 2 decimal places only. There you go. Did you notice all of them are in 2 decimal places? If you're not sure this, you can press on the number. You see, you can go to number only or currency also and make sure this is 2. Okay, let's come back. Next, save your spreadsheet. Put in the spreadsheet showing the formula. So I have to first make sure I I just don't have to select anything. Just go to formulas, show formulas. After doing that, what is your first step? To select everything till where the data is, and make sure you do this so all my formulae is visible. Very important. It is in landscape. Thank you. I will do that. Row and column headings are displayed. I will do that. Contents are fully visible. Very important. All content should be fully visible. And I'm going to take a printout. Make sure center number, candidate number, and the name is on the pages. That I already gave no in the page layout. So let's try printing it. So I want it in landscape orientation, and then I want to make sure it is in A4. So I've done this. Let me just take a print. I should make sure it's in landscape orientation. I should print the entire workbook, right? It's not only active sheets, only active sheets. Yes, it should be in A4. So there you go. I have them looking like this. The second formula is a big formula. That's why it's coming like this. And if you see, my name is a little bit hidden here because of the file name being too large. This won't be the case for you guys. So you don't have to worry about that. Yep. It's coming up to 12 pages. All you can do is try to change the margins here and there, maybe narrowing the margins down to make sure they are coming enough pages. But yeah, that's all. You have to just print it in the same place. Sorry, in the same place where your other files are. What step number was this? Step number 10. So task 2, step 10. You can just print it. Followed by that, again you can unshow the formulae and then again select all of the values and put them properly in such a way they are all visible. Followed by that, next printout I'm going to take showing the values. Page width fits on a single landscape page. Very clearly understand, width fits on a single landscape page. This width only should fit. They don't want everything to come in one single page. It can go to 2-3 pages also, but width wise it can't go to the second page, like how it did for the formula. Okay, all contents are visible. Row and column headings are not displayed. So I did not check this in the previous step. If you noticed, I'll show you how to check that in this step. So let me just go to file, print active sheets. It's going to be landscape. It's A4. Width wise all of them should be in. See, width wise everything is in this single page. Length wise it can keep going. That is not a problem. But you see, row and column headings cannot be seen. That how you should do is, if you go to page setup, you have header and you have sheet. There you can click on row and column headings if you want to see. Now if you want to see, you can do this. See, this is coming. But actually in the previous step for the formula only I should show that. For this step I don't have to show that. So I'll remove that and I'll give OK. This is how my printout is going to look like. So let me print it. This is going to be task 2, but step 11's printout. So let me save this. Followed by that, printing steps are done, I believe. Sort the data. After printing, see what they're asking me to do. Sort the data into date order with the oldest date first. So based on the date, I'm going to sort out the data. So I have something called as sort and filter. I'll apply. I'll go to sort, custom sort. Sort by what? Date, cell values. It has oldest date first. So oldest to newest. When I do that, you're able to see 16/1/2022, then 18/1/2022. So it goes on. All first month is come, then the second month February is coming. So I think it's sorted properly. That the step is done. Extract only data. When the extract word comes, that is when filter comes into picture. Extract only the data where the country is either Indonesia or Malaysia. So where is country? Here is where I'm going to apply my filter. So I'll just teach you how to do that. Again, select all the data, apply filter here, just like this. Okay, it will be in the home row itself. I have to apply only for country, right? So it's going to be, I just choose the country, I'll select all, and they want only Indonesia and Malaysia, not Maldives, Malaysia, and I'll give OK. Now you see, this is how my data looks after applying the filter. Now print the spreadsheet extract showing the values. This they want again one more printout. Single landscape page, contents are fully visible. So it's very simple. File, print, two sheets, landscape orientation, done, right? Easy. That's all. I will just print it. This is going to be step 14. That's all. Next, remove the extract selection criteria so that all data is visible. I will remove that. Next, sort the data into ascending order of country. So again, I have to sort this data. So let me go to custom sort. I'll choose country, ascending order. So A to Z. There you go. I've sorted it. Extract only data where the ISO is EUR and date is before March 22. So they're asking two filters to be applied in a single step. So ISO is EUR and the date is March 2022. So ISO, where is ISO? Here. So I will unselect all and I only want EUR. I'm giving OK. So doing that, because they told this first I will apply that. Then only I will apply this. Then the date is going to be, well, unselect all, should only be March. Correct, no? Should be, oh sorry, it should be before March. So which means before March means I should remove only March. Jan and Feb should be there. So this is how my data is looking after applying this 16th filter. Now again they want me to print the spreadsheet showing the values, landscape and fully visible. So this I can do. File, print, I think it's come landscape A4, one page. So there you go. This is going to be step 17. I'll save it. Then followed by that, I think this question is done. This is for 46 marks. You did so much of work in this. Let's just make sure all the filters are applied back, because I'm going to show you something else here. I'm going to show you something else in here. So let me remove the filter also. The other thing that I wanted to show you was another way to look up for the local currency ISO. Another way to look up, instead of using the lookup formula, the other way to look up is going to be index and match. That formula also I want to teach you, though it's a little bit complicated. You can just try doing it. So the other method is going to be index and match. It's a combination of two formulae, index followed by the match, which is going to be coming into the second attribute for index. So let's try changing this here. Instead of lookup, I'm going to give try index and match. Please note it was EUR. So let me try index. Yes, this is the index formula I want, the first one. So let me go to FX and choose this. And I see I should choose the array from where I'm going to take. So the array which I'm going to take is going to be my currency for file. So I will choose this array till 184 row. Row number is where my match function is going to come. The row number we are looking for has too many details. We just can't give a single row number. So that is where my match comes into picture, so that I can come here and I have to come here. No. Okay. I just give okay. I'll come here and type, sorry, I have to give a comma. I'll type match. That is when this comes into picture. Then again I'll go to FX for match. I'm going to look up for what value? Country value. Lookup array. The lookup array, it's not the whole array. You're just going to look up for country, and based on that you're going to find out the ISO value, and match type should be 0, exact match. That is okay. Yes, I am accept. Why this is coming is because the index is having the array followed by the row number followed by the column number. The column number that you're looking for is number 1, that number 1, right? So you have to make sure you give number 1 after that, not here after the brackets 1. You got EUR. So here the lookup value is the 8. Using lookup formula you got EUR, and using this index formula you're getting EUR. So I can just pull this. That's all. Just make sure you save.